so this is going to be a quick little tutorial on how to make these really cute little Sunburst Granny Squares. So let's get started. I'm going to start with this color. It is a light brown, and you're always going to start in the middle. So we're going to do another one of these panels. First thing you're going to do, which is the way I like to do it, is you're going to start with a magic circle or a magic ring. And mine is a double strand. So you're going to wrap it twice around your finger. I'll start again. Wrap it twice. You're going to hold a little tail. On 2 fingers, you're going to wrap it once, twice in front of, and then the third time, you're actually going to go across. Just like that. Hold it with the pinky. Now with your hook, you're going to go under the 2 that you wrapped around, and then you're going to go over the one that you crossed. Again, you're going to go under the 2 that you wrapped and over the one that you crisscrossed, and you're going to pull that and make a little loop. And you're not done yet. You're going to yarn over, pull through the loop, and there you have your beginning of your magic ring. I like to use a double-stranded method because it makes it tighter and less likely for the magic ring to loosen while you're working on your project. The next step you're going to do is do a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to do 15 double crochets. This first chain of 3 is going to count as your first, and you're going to want 16 all the way around. So again, a double crochet is you yarn over, go through the loop, yarn over, pull through. So now you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, yarn over, through the loop, grab some yarn. You have 3 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And I have 3 on my magic ring right now. And you're going to keep doing that until you have 16. So that's 4. And 16. So just to double check, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 with your chain. So now that you have that, you're going to want to scoot a bit. Grab the strands from your magic circle and scoot across. That'll give you more of the strands coming out of the magic circle. So now what you want to do is with the loose end, you're going to start to gently pull, and you're going to see one strand that's going to go in, and this one is going in this way. So what you want to do is grab it and pull from the opposite end. So you're going to pull, and what that is going to do is tighten the other end. Now that that's tightened, you're going to grab the end and gently pull. You sometimes have to wiggle, and you pull. And it's tightened almost as if you've gone through the loop twice. That's why I like doing the double strand magic ring. Now with that there, on the very top of your chain 3, you're going to do a slip stitch. And that is the beginning for your Sunburst Granny Square. The next thing you're going to do is make it a little looser. And you are going to yarn over, go through the same loop that you slip stitched, yarn over, pull through, and make it the same height. and you're going to do it again. Yarn over, pull through, and come up. You've done it twice now, and you're going to do it a third time. Yarn over, go through the loop, the same loop, yarn over, pull through. You've done that 3 times now, and now you're going to yarn over and pull through everything, and you're going to do a chain 1. And that is your first puff stitch. And you're going to keep doing that all the way around. So yarn over, go through the next loop, yarn over, pull through, and pull up. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, pull up. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and up. Now yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. That's how many you're going to have. And then anchor it in place by chaining 1. One more. Yarn over, pull through the next loop, yarn over, and pull up. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull up. It's very repetitive and is very relaxing. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull up. So then you yarn over and pull through all those 7 loops that you have on your hook, anchor it in place with a chain 1. And you can start to see you're having these little puff stitches all the way around, and on top, because of the chain 1, you're actually anchoring in place and making a chain for the next round to go on top of. So if you want to keep going, I'm going to go all the way around with these puff stitches, and I will meet you at the end of the round. Okay, here we go. I am at the last puff stitch on the round. So remember, we're going to yarn over, pull through the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull up. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, through, yarn over, through, pull up. Remember, you're going to do it 3 times for each of the puff stitches. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through everything, and then chain 1. You want to make sure you're doing it right, so you're going to end up with 16 puff stitches around on top of your 16 double crochets. Now to end this round, on the very first stitch on top of your puff stitch that you can see there, not the slip stitch before, but the actual puff, you're going to go through and you are going to slip stitch. And then you can tighten it just a bit. And there you have your next round. Now to start the third and last round, that's going to give us this very nice flower effect, you are going to start making clusters. Now to start this, you're going to actually want to go in between your puff stitches. So you're going to slip stitch your way there now. And then you're going to chain 2. You're going to yarn over into that same stitch. You're going to start as if you're starting a double crochet. These can be called clusters. They can also be called something else, which I don't remember, but I will post it up here. So you're going to start over like you're doing a double crochet, and you're going to pull through 2, but instead of yarning over and pulling through again, you're going to yarn over and start a double crochet again. So you're going to yarn over once that's done and pull through 2 and keep them all on the hook. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, bring back up, yarn over, pull through 2. So this beginning chain is going to count as your first double crochet, and you're going to wait until you have 4 of them. Then you are going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And then you are going to chain 2. 1, 2. And then the next part, you're going to go in between the next pair of puff stitches. So like you're starting a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and pull through 2. Stop there and then go to the next double crochet. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Right now you have 3. Remember, you need 4. So one more time. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, and then yarn over, pull through 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops and then chain 2. This is going to give you a nice little gap, and because you're joining them all at the top, it's going to give you a very nice point when you do the final round in the granny square. So let's keep going one more time. Yarn over like you're starting a double crochet, through the loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over through the loop, grab, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over through the loop, yarn over, and pull through 2. One more time. Pull through the 2. You started the 4 for this cluster. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops and then chain 2. So I'm going to do it one more time. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Once you have the 4 beginnings for your cluster, yarn over, pull through everything, chain 2. Now I'm going to keep going all the way around, and then I'll meet you right when I get to the end. Okay, so I'm back with the last stitch in this third round for the Sunburst Granny Square. And before I was calling these a cluster, and they're very similar, but since you're actually going into the same stitch, these stitches are actually called a bobble stitch. So again, we're going to do the last one into this last space. So you're going to yarn over, go through the loop, like you're doing a double crochet, but only pull through 2 once. Then yarn over through the loop, grab the yarn, yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over through the hoop, yarn over, pull through 2. So yarn over, hoop, grab, yarn over, pull through 2. Now again, you want 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to yarn over and pull through all the loops and then chain 2. Now to end this stitch, you're going to put at the top of that chain 2. And you are going to slip stitch. You want to tighten it just a bit and then chain 1 and tighten even more. And then this is the end of the inner circle color. So you're going to snip it and pull through. The next step, excuse me, the next step is to actually get your secondary color. In my case, I'm using this nice mustard yellow color. So you're going to pick around. I don't like to start where I finished. I'm going to pick maybe the second or third one here to the side. And you are going to start a new section. You can add the yarn however you like. I add it like this sometimes, and I just keep working, and I tuck this part in as I'm working along. If you want it more secure, another option is to actually tie a small little overhand knot, which you just go over and through. And you tighten it, but not too tight. That is another option if you want to tighten it. Since it's like that, I'm going to leave it that way. but it's up to you however you want to switch colors. What I will do is go through the loop, pull it down, and then anchor it by chaining 1. So now from here, I'm going to chain 2, and this is going to count as my first double crochet into this space. So for a double crochet, you yarn over, through the loop, pull through 2, pull through 2. Yarn over, through the loop, grab, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. And as I'm working along, I am keeping the end of the yarn that I started with. I am tucking it along, and that way it's going to be a lot easier at the end, so I don't have so much to weave in. So the next little area we are going to work in is actually going to be the corner stitch. So you are going to do treble crochets, which just means you're going to wrap an extra loop around the hook, go through the loop, yarn over, pull through. Now you have 4 on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, you're going to do it 3 times. Yarn over, pull through 2, and 2, and 2. That's the second one. Remember, 1 loop, 2 loop for a treble crochet, through the hoop, grab. Now you have 4, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. So that's a cluster of 3, not a cluster, it's 3 treble crochets. Now you're going to chain 3, because remember, this is a corner, and then you're going to do 3 more treble crochets into that same stitch. So yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So you're going to have 2 more treble crochets. And each time you're yarning over and pulling through 2. And that's what makes it so tall. So that was my second, and this is my third. So now you can see the beginning of the corner. You started off with 3 double crochets, 3 trebles, a chain 3, and then 3 more trebles. So the next is going to be 3 double crochets right in here. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now after the 3 double crochets in this space, you're going to make 3 half double crochets. So it starts off just like a double crochet. You're going to yarn over, go through the loop, grab some yarn, pull up. You're going to yarn over, but instead of yarning through the 2, pulling through the 2, you're going to pull through all 3. And that is a half double crochet. So again, yarn over, through the loop, grab, pull back, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then 1 more, all 3, and that is your half double crochet, which are going to be shorter than the doubles. And now you're going to repeat. You're going to do 3 double crochets. That's 1, if I can get this little loop, this would be 2 and 3. So you can see how it's turning out. And now you're back in this stitch where you will be making another corner. So it'll be 3 treble crochets, chain 3, and then 3 more treble crochets, all in this one stitch. I'm going to do it here so you can see how it looks like. So we start with our first treble, if I don't get in trouble. 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 2, 3, and then 3 more trebles. We'll have 1, 2, and 3. So now you can see how it's starting to take shape to make your little granny square. So I'm going to keep going all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end. Remember, the corners are 3 trebles, chain 3, 3 trebles, then 3 double crochets, 3 half double crochets, 3 double crochets, and then you repeat the process. 3 treble, chain 3, 3 treble. So I'll meet you back when I'm at the end. Okay, I'm here at the last stitch space in the round. So what I'm going to do is finish with a set of 3 half double crochets. So there we have 1, 2, and 3. See how nice that looks? Gonna finish it off, and then at the top of the chain you're going to go through, and I like going under the 2 right there. Going to yarn over, pull through, and you are going to slip stitch. Then you're going to cut and pull through. And then because I wrapped the ends while I was finishing the outer border of the granny square, that is less that I have to sew in. So all I have right now is this and then the very center. And that is very easy to do. So I'm going to start with the center. Since I did the double loop magic ring, it's already gone through almost all the way. It's gone through twice, so it's already almost tucked in. Just to be secure, I'll just pull it just a little bit more, the same way going, and that's it. Get it close and cut. And then for the last one, gonna thread your darning needle. I like to go through the back in this top stitch. I will weave it in till I go underneath, and then I could tuck it in the same color. And you want to pull, but not super tight, because it is a square and you don't want a huge dip. So you just keep feeding it through that yellow. And then you want to go back, skip a couple stitches, and then go back the way you came. And that's going to help anchor it in place so it doesn't get loose and come undone. One more time. And then you snip. Can't even see it. And then you're done. And that is how you make these, I think, beautiful different granny squares. I hope this tutorial helped, and happy crafting, everyone!